Hey folks, and welcome to the next update. Oh yes, let us continue on with the art journey and the getting better. Hopefully. So, yeah, straight into it. Let's keep this one nice and to the point. Yeah, here are the male sketches I chose for today. Again, generic lineup, front view, back view, and then angled off views. Still getting the goddamn layers mixed up. Don't understand why I've got a sticky note in front of me on my laptop that has pencil, ink, and then color flat layers highlighted. But no, it's something I'm still forgetting. But yeah, I think these came out alright. I tried to get a little bit more scratchy, a little bit more sketchy, a little bit quicker with getting these out. As you can see, they're not as the line is not as precise as some of the past ones. I'm trying to get a little bit more. I like the idea of being more sketchy at this phase. I'm slowly starting to realize that I don't need to get them so perfect, especially the fact that I can fix it with just another layer or with the ink layer. I still don't fully understand the back view. I'm still trying to get a little bit better with it. I'm still doing a continuous line for the abdominal muscles. The muscle groups are still they're coming together, getting a little bit better. The lines are getting more refined to show the highlight where they are. There's a little bit more movement to each of these poses. They're not as stiff as they usually are. But yeah, just again, as you guys know, just the basic sketch layout for these. I then moved these straight on to doing the inks. I think the inks came out better this time. I tried getting a little bit more sketchy, a little bit more, I suppose, comic booky. I watched a video on how to crosshatch. Again, one video is not gonna do much, but I understand it a little bit better now. I'm trying to also switch up the lines a little bit, getting a little bit thicker lines, a little bit thinner lines than usual. Trying to mess around with trying to keep the faces going, trying to keep the heads going. First time trying to draw a helmet on a person. I don't think they came out too badly. I like the guy on the left. His kind of get-up is weird, I suppose is the only word for it, but a little bit more interesting. But yeah, I think it's an improvement from the adding in detail, I guess. They look a little bit more interesting than what I've usually put out at this point. The next line of characters I want to show you are, of course, the ladies. Now these, again, they come out better. There's more movement, there's more life, especially one on the far right. There's a good bit more movement to her than a lot of the rest of them. I'm getting more comfortable drawing the female form. It's getting easier to get more consistent results. Again, number 2, when drawing say breasts, number 2 came out fine, came out well. Number 1's not too bad. That's the one on the far right. I don't know why I went from right to left, but I'm left-handed, so I usually start with the character on the right and move my way across. The 2 on the left, number 4 is not too bad. Number 3, yeah, it's just, again, I think I'm bringing the lines too far up to the collarbone. It shouldn't be connecting. But you can tell they're women. You can tell where the anatomy is meant to be. I'm still playing around with like number 4 on the far right, lifting her leg up. Her right leg being lifted up is not good at all. Like the calf muscle, trying to define where that goes, it's a bit too long. There's no definition on the kneecap. I also ran out of room on the page, so character placement is something I need to really start thinking about. yeah, overall, I think as the base steps of making characters, these did not come out too badly. I decided to then, of course, move on to inking for the ladies as well. Not as crazy looking as the men, but still adding in a little bit more definition. I still think the two on the right are much better than the two on the left. Although the one holding the flowers isn't too. Again, her upper chest is just, it's not. There's not enough definition. I think There's no. It looks off. But the two on the right are fine. I think they came out well. The one saluting her arm is strange. Trying to figure out the forearm, how it bends back on the bicep is something that I need to pay more attention to, because her arm is ridiculously long. Her lower arm is. And then, of course, moving on to the color practice for the day, which we'll start with the ladies first. Trying to figure out where to put the shadows. Doing a little bit of highlighting predominantly on the hair, some on the flowers as well, but again, very basic levels of it. Not much in advancement. I think the shadows are a little bit more. They're a little bit more blended. They're not as stark as they've usually been, so I'm getting a little bit better with applying them. They're still it's very much a stark contrast, but I think they look a little bit better. The one on the right saluting, I think, came out the best. And oddly enough, when it comes to the shadow, I think the one on the left, raising her leg, actually came out pretty well. Overall, not much I can really say about them. Again, drawing this stuff from memory, it's not coming out too badly. If I was using reference, I think I would be having a bit more to complain about. And then finally, moving on to the men. They're fine. I think these were interesting because I tried to put in a little bit more interest in the clothes, and I tried to put in more folds, as you can see. For instance, around the groin area, there's a lot more folds of where the fabric's being tapered in. The guy, the rear view, having a set of armor and trying to figure out what the shading of that would be. I think it came out well. I think these look well. I think they look weird, but I think they look well. They're kind of a very strange bunch of looking individuals, but but I think it's starting to get a little bit more refined. I know these kind of look like the same process I've showed over the last few days, because essentially they are, but they're getting a little bit better each time I'm attempting them. And then, of course, trying to draw helmets as well, which was something new. I very much like the face on the guy on the far left with the hat and the gas mask. I think that came out well. Came out nice and sketchy. If I could do that and just do that over the entire image, that would be pretty good. But we will continue to struggle on and get a bit better. But yeah, today's update, I think today went well. And yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow to get stuck in to another day and hopefully be able to show you guys a little bit more progress. And yeah, that's me for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Comment below if you wish. And just have a great day and a better tomorrow, and I will catch you in the next update. Have a good one, guys. Cheers.